friends. Welcome to Feed Me Vegan. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Norine.
And I'm TJ.
We are really excited to bring you another show featuring our friend TJ, a raw vegan, an amazing cook. Do you call it a cook? You probably don't call it a cook. Preparer?
I would say chef at this point.
Chef
raw
of
vegan
food.
chef because I've made so many
Chef
of my
of
own
food.
meals.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we're
just by
excited.
default.
And just before we get started, I'm gonna let TJ introduce himself again if you haven't met him on our show before. But
This is his fourth time.
Yeah.
Feed
Numero
Me Vegan
quattro.
is our show. It's brought to you by the Animal Rights Coalition's Vegan University program. We like to show vegan cooking as affordable, fun,
Cute.
adorable,
Simple.
simple,
Today, at least.
healthy today,
Sometimes raw.
sometimes raw. There's lots of cool things about vegan food, and we're going to show you all of them today. So I'm going to let TJ kind of tell you a little bit about what he's about and just kind of what raw vegan means if you don't know, and we'll get going.
Yeah, so I'm TJ. Some people know me as Thomas, but I'm a local raw vegan here in the Twin Cities area, but I'm currently living out at Soul Space Farm Sanctuary out in Wisconsin,
Shout out.
which is really awesome.
Hi, Kara.
Yeah, check us out. If you ever want to do tours, we do tours in the summer and lots
You're
of
from
events and
Maryland.
stuff.
Yeah, you totally are.
Tours, yeah.
I love it.
So cute.
So, but I'm also a local personal trainer, health coach in Minneapolis specifically, and then I do a couple other things. I work with kids and stuff like that. But
And
I'm
you're
here.
an all-around great guy.
Oh, thank you.
We wouldn't have him on here for
That's really nice.
freaking times if we didn't think he was awesome.
We're just using him for his good looks on
That's-
camera.
Yeah, he makes good food
Yeah.
and we like eating it.
They actually spit the food out at
You
the
think-
end,
yeah.
so just
Yeah.
a little disclaimer. But today we're gonna do some really awesome, simple, quick, easy blended type meals, and it's winter right now. We're kind of like right in the thick of winter, and this is a really weird time for produce here because we don't hardly have anything local unless it's grown in a greenhouse. So you're limited to like tomatoes and greens and lettuces, and maybe a cucumber that's hiding in there. So what we're working on today, as far as the recipes, are things that you can find any time of the year in just about any grocery store. For the most part, we have one ingredient that might be a bit more specific.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So first thing we're gonna do are carob banana smoothies.
Oh my gosh,
if I
raw
remember.
food can be so good, you guys. I had no idea until we started having TJ on the show, and it's not just carrots.
That's
Speaking
right.
of raw foods, while he's doing his thing here, I wanted to shout it out to Truly Foods. There was a guy, I think his name, I can't remember, started with an R, but he's awesome.
You're a really bad spokesman.
I know. Ryan, Rob, he's amazing. Anyway, so he contacted me on Facebook and sent me these, they're called Bliss Bites, and they're raw vegan, and each one of them is like a little, like I had some of these before I worked out, and they really, like, they have a lot of really good things in them. This one, or there's one that's I want you to try, and it's the peanut butter
Is
cup
that this one?
I think that's that one.
Okay. Should we try
But
them?
yeah, so there's peanut butter cup, there's, or maybe this one it has pecans in it. This one,
Pecans. Pecans.
pecans. There's a orange, lavender one, a German chocolate haystack, coconut, and then I totally am blanking on the other ones that are here.
That's really good.
But yeah, I thought you would think it was good. The peanut butter chocolate one is my favorite, so that's the one that she just ate.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, you let me have your favorite.
Yes, of
Sweet and salty.
Of course.
That's
So
delicious.
yeah, so we're gonna be snacking on
Thank you,
these.
Brian,
Shout out
Ryan,
to Truly
Rob.
Foods. It's spelled Trulee, and they're down in Texas. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's going on over here now?
So
Do
I've
it.
put the bananas in a blender. Before I unpeel this last one, I just want to say fruit is best eaten when it's ripe. And bananas let you know when they're ripe because they'll form little spots on the peel like that. And what that is before it's ripe, the banana is a starch. It's completely a complex carbohydrate all the way through. And when it starts to ripen, the sugars, the simple sugars, are making their way through the fruit. And when they touch the peel, then you get little spots, and it's letting you know that it's ripe. From experience, I highly, highly recommend not to eat underripe bananas because
They're not as good.
they're
first
not
of
as
all.
good, and they'll back you up.
Really?
Hmm
And
one likes
ones
that.
that are more ripe will not.
They
so
actually
much.
will regulate your digestion. And you're getting the full nutrients
College
out of
for
the
knowledge.
fruit too. So highly,
Or feed me
highly
vegan for
recommend
knowledge, right?
to eat all fruit ripe.
Knowledge is power and healthy
And,
digestion.
yep.
That's right.
PSA from your friends at Feed Me Vegan.
We have a young Thai coconut here. So this is gonna go in with the bananas, and I've used these
Oh, yeah, yeah,
before.
probably only back up.
I recommend if you're new to this to set it on the counter while you do it,
Why don't you do that anyway?
just to show.
I
to be
considered buying
Okay.
a machete just for this, so I could like.
Ooh, that would be fun. I
I'll
hope that
do
knife is
I'll do
sharp.
the first one.
oh,
on the
he
counter.
did this once on our show, right?
I love it so
You can
much.
take a little aggression out here too, like
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And it's just
Lord
a
knows I need
coconut.
to do that every once in a while.
Oh God.
Oh, with your hand though. Okay.
It's like we're in the tropics.
It's
That was really fun.
So these coconuts you can find definitely at Asian markets, but you can maybe even find them in more like organic markets.
Can you
places
eat
like that.
the this?
You sure can.
Like the fruit
yeah.
inside? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So with these young
you eat
coconuts,
the
I know
there's
you
like
can, I was
this
just-
really kind of like jelly meat in there, and
Jelly meat.
Yeah, have you had
It's
like
really
young coconut
thin.
meat? Oh, it's so good.
here. Do we have a spoon handy?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have a spoon handy, you can just scrape it right on out and try a bite. It's really good. It's a little sweeter than most coconut.
Oh my goodness. Oh, weird.
it's like
so
jelly.
Weird. Look at
It's
that.
It's like Jell-O.
very easily
Coconut
digestible.
flavored Jell-O.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the most easily digestible fats that the really young
Oh
coconut
my God.
meat like
It's so
that.
weird.
It's kind of fishy and like slimy in texture.
You want to do it?
Yep.
Okay.
I've had it before though, and I had that reaction the first time.
And
too.
you can also
It's
like
texture.
blend
It's
it
not the flavor. It's a texture thing.
into creams and things like that. The last ingredient that I'm adding in here is carob powder, and again, you can use other chocolate powders. You can use cacao or
Can't take us
what's the
anywhere.
other? What's the other?
Cocoa
stuff?
powder.
Yeah, cocoa powder.
I use cocoa powder at home just because it's super easily accessible. So if you are on a, I don't know, if you want to go buy it at Aldi, you can get it there. Or anywhere.
We're big fans of Aldi now.
Yeah. We love it.
Yeah, they have a
For real.
lot
They
more
have vegan
vegan
stuff
products,
now.
right?
Thanks Aldi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aldi.
Before I blend here, two other things that I want to say. One is in the winter, you don't have to use frozen fruit. So in the summer, I'd make like a chocolate milkshake, and there'd be probably more frozen bananas than fresh bananas in there. But since it's winter, I don't really put a lot of frozen fruit in my smoothies typically, so it's just all room temperature, and that's okay. It's going to help keep you a little warmer, and this is kind of going to be like a chocolate milk kind of thing.
Oh.
Like, yeah, so it's actually really like comforting.
Is that all that's going in there?
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
So that was my second point, is that with smoothies, we can keep it simple. We don't have to add in
KISS.
so much. Yeah, keep it simple.
Stupid.
Sweetheart.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Sweetie.
Yeah, nice.
So
Sugar.
we can keep it, I like that, yeah. We can keep it simple. There's only 3 ingredients in there, and it's still gonna be delicious and nutritious. And we don't have to put all these potions and powders and superfoods and this and that and just create a flavor bomb. And sometimes it turns out chalky and weird
Yeah.
textures. Like, it's just not necessary. Just put some fruit in there, keep it simple, and taste your flavors. That,
Love it.
I think, is really important. So we'll blend this.
Give it a zhuzh. Oh yeah. Look at that thing go.
Bananas blend easy, so it doesn't take too much. And you don't want to overdo it. You can,
Because then you'd have soup.
and you can oxidize the bananas, like they'll almost kind of turn bad from over blending. So
So
good
if
to
you
know.
wanted this to be sweeter, you could put dates in here, right?
absolutely,
Make it a little sweeter.
Oh my gosh, we get to drink it. That was so fast.
that was fast.
Okay.
So this again, quick, simple, really easy go-tos that you can make. Like
this
these
is
are
so
great because you can take
nice.
them with you too. Like if you just blend up a smoothie really quick to take in the car. Like it's pretty simple. I'll take that light one because I drink these every day.
No, you can have a full one.
No.
You're the guest of honor. Oh my gosh.
Okay, go at it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers. Winter comforts.
I like that.
I like
I always use frozen bananas, but I kind of like it with the fresh bananas instead once in a while. That's good. Really delicious.
And you can thicken it up, just
Yeah.
add more bananas. Yeah, so it's kind of milky.
That's really fresh tasting.
really
It is.
I like it.
And it wouldn't chill you from the
Yeah.
inside out. So it's nice. You can still have that in winter, and
Yes,
it's not
because
going to
it's
slow you
awful
down.
here. It's awful.
Yeah, it's been really cold. So next we are going to go into a salad. I do have to wash this out.
All right. Let's,
That's
uh,
my job.
Noreen's
can-
gonna go
My
rinse
job.
that out
Yeah.
while we start looking at our. But we'll look at our veggies now, huh?
Yeah, so we can. Oh yeah.
Still your cucumber.
Yes.
In
So-
true Noreen fashion, she kept the cucumber in her pocket.
So for the salad, we're actually going to do two things, because sometimes people don't really like salads, but they'll still enjoy some veggies, but like in a different form, right? So we're going to do a classic salad, but we're also going to turn our salad into a sandwich to kind of give a little variance.
Oh, I love that.
too.
I love that
So
idea.
we'll start just kind of chopping some stuff here.
Do it.
We'll get our lettuce chopped. Do you have any questions? Like
I did have a
ask
question.
a raw vegan.
So, don't you like miss hot food?
That is a good question.
Because soup, bread,
Yes.
things of that nature.
So at this point, I'm about five years in. At this point, I don't really miss like hot and warmed foods. I did for a long time. It took a while to get over, but I found that it was more like the emotional connection to those foods.
Yeah, like the comfort foods kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like
we all have those things
soups
we
are
go to.
salty and
Yeah.
So it was more like the connection to that. But what I've found as far as the winter goes is raw foods actually have been keeping me warmer. And,
Really?
And I think it's from I have better circulation now than,
Well, that makes
I
sense.
used to.
Yeah.
So I think from like everything just kind of flowing more,
Yeah.
I think it's helping keep my body warmer.
That's great.
That I've noticed. I know some people have said the opposite.
Yeah.
And some people have claimed to be
Well,
more
everyone's
cold
different.
when they're raw. So it can go either way, but it's not a guarantee that you're going to be cold if you're raw.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah. You should, you know what? You should tell them what you thought when you had that bite that you didn't swallow of that burger.
Oh,
Just to
yeah.
see what it was like to the
Is it
texture.
the Beyond Burger?
It was the Beyond Burger. And
We had an ARC event, and a
Yeah.
volunteer appreciation event, and TJ was there, and he was actually our grill master, which was kind of funny because he's a raw vegan. But we were cooking up the Beyond Meat Beyond Burgers. If you haven't tried them, thumbs up. Shout out to Beyond Meat. But anyway, we were grilling those for everybody, and he decided he was making everyone burgers because he has this delicious burger styling that he likes to do, and it was awesome. So he wanted to try it. So I'll let you tell us about your experience having a bite of it.
Yeah, so I haven't had meat or even a meat alternative in a long time, and it threw me right back to that place, like when I ate
Yeah.
burgers, and it was quite strange. Like I didn't
bet it
really
was.
necessarily enjoy it, but for someone that is just trying to get off of eating meat and animal products, I think it's perfect.
Oh, it's so
It's
good.
a perfect tool to be able to easily get off of those foods. And that's what I had to do at the beginning. I really relied on like meat alternatives and veggie burgers and stuff like that. So I think it's great for that, but it's eerily similar.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very meaty.
It is. Yeah, it threw me right back there, and our taste buds are so powerful. in-
Yeah,
in
totally.
that, so, okay, so I've created a little salad here, and then we're going to use the iceberg lettuce as a bun to make a sandwich out of.
This is so pretty.
Now, with lettuce, I've seen a couple posts lately of people bashing lettuce and saying
Yeah.
it's basically just water and fiber. That is far from the truth. There's a ton of nutrients in there. It's packed, and so don't believe it. There's a lot of nutrients in the waters in there, and of course you get the fibers too.
I saw that post today. I was like, get him, TJ.
I think that, do you think it's what they're saying more? What I've heard more is that it's iceberg lettuce that is the least nutritious, and that the darker that it is, or some of the other ones have more nutrients.
But I still feel that that's
No?
not necessarily true. And this is actually easier to digest. Say to compare
That
it to
makes sense,
kale,
yeah.
that's going to digest easier than kale is. And so on a different level, that's actually more beneficial for us.
How do you feel about spinach?
Oh, I love spinach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So to make the bread, I just kind of am going to carefully take some of the outer leaves off. And it's not really bread, obviously.
It's not bread, people. Bread isn't raw.
You can make dehydrated raw breads. I've never done it.
Like flax crackers?
Yeah, maybe. I've never really experimented with it, but I have seen online that there's people that make raw breads.
Would that be something that you would? Oh, you're fruitarian though.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it though. Like, I would not be a staple by any means, but I
You
would
know what?
try
I
it.
want to mention something with making like wraps and things like that. I really like to use also romaine for it because it makes like a nice little boat because it's shaped like a canoe. So you can put stuff in there and just kind of fold the other, and just pop it in.
For tacos and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
For sure. Okay, we'll just do one more and then that should be good. Sometimes at home, like,
Those are some big lettuce leaves.
they are.
Oh, that's good though.
I like to go all out sometimes and like overdo it, so sometimes I'll
I have
use
another
quite a bit.
question, TJ. How do you get enough calories to live being a raw vegan?
Fruit.
Really?
Yeah.
There's enough calories in fruit to sustain you?
Yep, so if I were trying to do only vegetables, I'd have a pretty tough time. But since I'm eating mainly fruit, that's where my calories are coming from. That's what's really sustaining
And that guy
me.
right there.
This is fruit.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of the biggest difference between fruits and vegetables. Is
Look
that,
at you just peel it right off like that.
Yeah, you like that?
I love it.
Little trick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm throwing stuff in the blender now too. I'm gonna start making some ranch dressing.
Raw ranch dressing.
So I threw a quarter of an avocado. I'm like Chelsea. I don't measure stuff.
I hate
I just
it's-
kinda
I don't
do
have
it by
time.
eye.
Who's got time for measuring?
So
Not
these we got
me.
some hemp seeds. About maybe a
What is a
quarter cup.
hemp seed? What's a hemp?
Why hemp seeds?
Hemp seeds, they cream up.
Oh, that's
really
right.
Nice.
You taught us that once.
They cream up very, very nicely.
We should try to pay attention. We should maybe
Yeah,
write
maybe
down our
we
little
should, like,
tidbits or
not
like.
ask the same questions every
Sorry,
time.
TJ.
He comes
That's
up.
okay. Repetition is mastery.
That's true.
Okay. We have a couple.
You're probably not great. I'm kidding.
We
Doesn't
have a
TJ
couple
look so
dates.
handsome on camera? Sorry. Are we embarrassing you?
No.
Are we
I
objectifying
had to look
you?
up and give a smile that since you mentioned me.
I snorted.
So hemp seeds and dates and
Avocados
and we're gonna cross
so
our
far.
fingers that these dates are gonna chop up nice, right? That's what you're telling me.
Hopefully.
Yep.
We'll see.
Do you sometimes soak them for a while?
Yeah, and I'm gonna show a little blender trick. If you don't have time to soak, like last time, I wish that we had the Vitamix. So it's a Vitamix trick specifically, or high power blender. So you can get it so
Oh my gosh.
everything won't just like go all over the place. This is a more rare treat for me, but pickles. These are raw pickles. Really, really good brand, Grillo's. I'm gonna give a shout out to them.
Are they local?
They are not. They're from New York, but you can find them in a lot of places around
Nice.
here. And if you do you like pickles, yeah, take one.
That's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
they're
what do you
really,
call those?
really
These-
good. I know you had one.
I had
earlier,
one
but you
already.
can-
Oh my God, that is so good.
am using the garlic from in here, so it's like pickled garlic.
It makes me want a Bloody Mary though. Sorry.
And then I actually use the pickled brine as like my sour
Oh,
in
that
here.
makes
So
Like vinegar.
if I had a spoon, I would do about 5 spoonfuls, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Cut up a couple of those too.
Yeah.
raw ranch dressing.
Okay, and then
love it.
I have some
into it.
seasonings to
I'm
throw
into
in
it.
there too. So I have some dill, dry, which you can use fresh. I just don't have any on me.
So is that just dehydrated then? Like dried spices are just dehydrated, right? So they're fine.
Yep, and you can make them at home. So like in the summer, if you go to the farmers markets, like there's herbs everywhere, and they
Yep.
sell the huge giant bunches, and you're like, how am I going to use all this? if you have a dehydrator, throw it in the dehydrator and you have homemade herbs.
My friends in Slovenia made me some homemade mint tea, and they
Oh,
dried
nice.
the mint themselves and everything. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your hot friend in Slovenia?
Can I
No,
ask
not the hot friend.
one more favor?
Yeah?
I need some water in here.
Oh, yeah.
And just to top it, so maybe, oh, perfect. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive.
That's all I got.
We'll see if it
you.
works.
Only for you.
It might
Is
not
there
work.
water in the silver one right there?
Yes.
Is there? Yeah, let's put a little more in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now they know our secret that our sink is for show. If you watch the show,
There we go.
you know
That's
that already, though.
Okay, so now here's the blender trick. If you have something hard in the blender, but you're trying to blend something creamy and you don't want it to just like shoot all over the place, you have to be quick with it. Again, this is a Vitamix trick, maybe more specifically. So once I turn it on, I'm gonna kind of pulse the high button a couple times until it creams up. So
We're learning all the tricks. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks great.
and then once it's creamed
Looks
up enough,
refreshing. It does
then you
look
can just
refreshing.
let it go.
Oh, looks good already. Okay, so maybe this is a silly question. Salt? Is that a thing that you eat?
Sparingly, so there's some in the pickles.
Okay.
But I don't have salt in my kitchen and like add it into things.
Okay.
I'll dehydrate celery and grind that into a powder and make like celery salts, or dehydrated tomatoes, same thing. But I'm personally never adding any salt
Okay.
into my own foods.
Is it raw though?
Um,
Technically.
I don't know.
Is that a
because,
dumb question?
Well, no,
Maybe?
because people define raw so differently,
Right.
I think. So that's a good point to bring up, is because some people would define raw as like whole fruits and vegetables. Like
Yep.
if you're not eating like the whole
Yeah.
food and it's just whole form, like then it's not raw. And so and by that definition,
Our dressing is.
raw,
I guess.
or excuse me, by that definition, like the pickles wouldn't be raw,
Right.
for example. Yeah, so. wanna do
Oh, we're
a
gonna
little
try
taste? Yes, just make sure it's ranchy enough.
Is it rain?
Go ahead.
See if we need to
Cute
maybe
little-
adjust anything.
I really like that. It almost has like a nutty kind of flavor. I don't know if that's from the hemp seeds or what, but it's so good. I really like that.
I like that too.
Yep, so we'll set that aside for now.
Look at that.
Now
Well,
we're gonna
vegan
build a
salad
little
dressing.
sandwich here.
Yay.
Building Sammy's.
So we're using the same exact ingredients that we're putting here in the salad, except obviously it's not gonna be just a salad, it's gonna be a sandwich. So we've got a little avocado on the bottom. I like to
Sprouts.
layer sprouts in here, so kind of do layers in between. We'll do some cukes.
This is like so nice to see all these beautiful vegetables in the middle of winter. And
I
like,
know, 'cause-
I've been living on like soups and like all this stuff that's good. It's good for you, but like it's not this fresh kind of. I don't know. I just like it. It's great.
All
Hey,
right.
you can use this one. It's serrated.
Oh, well, too late. Thanks.
Isn't it cute though? It's like a.
It is cute.
I like to think of it like a mini. It's kind of Minnie Mouse-ish. I don't
It
know.
is.
Because it's red and it's ruffled. Or I don't know what you'd call that.
Well, it's a serration of some sort.
It's
right?
pretty.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't eat pickles very often, you said?
Yeah, it's like a little treat. Like pretty much with this. Like this is about where I'm eating my pickles, is this meal. Okay, we'll throw that one in the salad.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks
And then
so
you top
good.
it. Do you top it with a little bit of
Just a little bit.
the stuff?
The ranch dressing.
Yep, and then here's another thing about these sandwiches is they're phenomenal, but they're messy.
Oh yeah.
So if you have deli paper at home, that would be awesome. But if you don't, you might want to eat it over the sink or have a big plate
Yeah.
handy, because it'll get a little messy. But we like messy.
Yeah. We're all friends here.
Means that you're, having a good time with your food.
You could also, what might be good too? You could squeeze a little lime juice over. Oh, well, we're gonna put that dressing on there, so. I love citrus, like just a little lemon or lime. Really
Big
punchy
lime
stuff
fan.
on there.
Okay.
Oh, it's so pretty.
We'll do just a little tiny bit of dressing.
The dressing looks amazing.
Thanks. Put a little sprouts on top.
Sprouts. They're so cute.
They are cute.
What's your favorite fruit, TJ?
Peaches.
Peaches for me.
Close second, mangoes.
Yeah. You do like mangoes. I've seen a lot of your. Oh, and watermelon. You like that too.
Nobody asked me, but I
cantaloupe.
like apricots.
Nice. That's a good one.
Apricots. Oh my god. It's like a.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Do it, Norine.
So-
you gotta put that in your mouth.
Yeah,
Do it.
so I'm going to give you the honors. Just
Grab it, smoosh
grab
it,
it and
put
go.
Put it in your face. Do it.
For real? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
do it.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Do it
oh, God.
up.
Oh, God.
Do it.
Okay.
that's for you.
I want a little bit of the dressing. Okay.
Big bite, big bite.
Yeah?
His stuff is always so good.
It's really always like such a pleasant
I
surprise.
feel like
because-
I could eat that whole thing and then run a mile afterwards. Probably.
yeah.
That is
Okay.
what's great about it. It's
Hold
a
my
lot of
hair back.
food. It's a lot of food, but
You got it.
it's manageable and it doesn't
Oh
leave
my
you feeling
God.
heavy. That is so good.
It's very like primal. Look at us eating with our hands and.
That's another thing that I love about it is you just get to like dive face first. Like after putting love into your food with your hands, you get to like put love into your food by smashing your face into it.
It sounds naughty.
It does. But
Do you want to wipe your face with the same?
I'm good.
if we're gonna go on to that note,
We are. We usually
fruit
do.
is the swollen ovary of a plant, and it wants us to eat it to spread its seed. Pretty sexy, huh?
Yeah, that's hot.
That's hot.
Okay.
Norine and I have both had really long days, and now we don't film in the morning anymore. In case you wondered why we're a little punchy.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta eat another bite of this.
Okay.
It's funny. I think we all have food in
Yeah, okay,
our
me
mouth.
too.
Okay. So now we'll just divvy up some salads, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, thanks for tuning in. I guess we're gonna eat these vegetables now and share them with our crew members and go try some raw vegan stuff, you guys. It's great. It's healthy. You can look like TJ when you grow up. It's awesome. So, thanks for tuning in. Check out our links. Check out Feed Me Vegan on Facebook and on Instagram.
Check out A Whole Connection.
Yep.
thank
Oh,
you. Yeah.
They can't see it.
avocado.
Check
Yeah.
out Truly Foods in Texas. Thank you for the treats today.
And enjoy the rest of your winter. Peace out.
Thank you.
Bye.